Hi from Ellerslie. I'm Mel, and our hope for today comes from Psalm 34. The first 11 verses, beginning in verse 4. I sought the Lord, and He answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to Him are radiant. Their faces are never covered with shame. This poor man called, and the Lord heard him. He saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear Him, and He delivers them. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in Him. Fear the Lord, you, His holy people, for those who fear Him lack nothing. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. Come, my children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. One of the things we often ask during a crisis, when something bad happens to us, is, what is God trying to teach me through this? It's not a bad question, but I sometimes wonder if the question God would ask back is, do you really want the answer? How does this psalm speak to that question? It tells us the one thing a crisis should teach us is how to fear well. A crisis exposes to us our dominating fear, and it invites us to turn those fears into productive fear. David is in a crisis, one of those running times of his life. God has promised him the kingship of Israel. He's even been formally anointed in a private ceremony, but there's one barrier: an emotionally unpredictable, mentally unstable, personally insecure incumbent, King Saul, who's not about to step down, and who discovers David has been appointed to take over. And so David has to run for his life, and he runs for cover to another king that he knows is not favorably disposed to Saul. And so David assumes it's one of those my enemy's enemy is my friend situations. Wrong. This king is also insecure, and he's heard about David's rise to prominence. And so what does David do? He spontaneously fakes a fit and gets thrown out and doesn't know where to run. And so David writes this psalm about crisis and fear. What David is doing in times when he fears for his life is he is going for a greater fear, a more dominating, a controlling fear. Fear of the Lord. I will teach you, as a result of my experience with fear in a crisis, I will teach you, says David, the fear of the Lord. This Sunday, in our teaching time from Joshua, we said that fear of the Lord simply means taking God seriously, really seriously, more seriously than anything else. And taking God seriously includes taking His promises seriously. So seriously that we become more afraid of distrusting His promises and displeasing Him and downgrading His glory in our hearts than of the crisis of the day. David's commitment to take God seriously about His promise that He would be on the throne was stronger than his fear of Saul or anyone else. And so he says, I sought the Lord, He answered me, and He delivered me from all my other fears. Sometimes God delivers us from the thing we are afraid of. Sometimes He delivers us by walking us through this situation we are afraid of. But as we fear Him, as we take Him seriously, He always delivers us from a dominating, controlling fear of anything else. So, what is this crisis teaching you about your dominating fear? Is it the economy and what it will mean for you in the coming years? Is it your health? Is it losing someone? Are you learning to fear well? Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in Him, not in the things that will protect us from our fears. Fear the Lord, you His holy people, for those who fear Him, who take Him seriously, really seriously, lack nothing. We have Him. Are you fearing well?